Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is basically legs. I just got finished working legs, and the thing about it is, if you are able to do squats, or you don't have a gym with a leg press machine, the squat is always going to engage the glutes. So that's just part of the exercise itself, working the glutes. And the glutes is what actually helps you come from the bottom of the squat and help push your way back up to the top. Now, does this helps enlarge your glutes? Yes, to a certain degree. It will help them enlarge some. Now, you being natural, it's not going to be to the point to where it's excessive because of your natural levels. It's just not going to let you go, too far overboard with it. Now, the thing about squats is that you have a lot of people always talking about going all the way down below parallel. And if you're a shorter person, you have that leverage ability to where you can go below parallel. But in my opinion, even being short, I think going below parallel is quite dangerous because it actually relieves the tension off of your quads for a split second, and it depends solely on your glutes to get you back up. Now, once you disengage the quads and then re-engage the quads, from the bottom, I think that right there is where the knee trouble will come in at. You're going to have problems with your knees over time if you continue to do that, in my opinion. We look at Tom Platz. Tom Platz has always bounced off the back of his calves once he go below parallel. So he's using his glutes and also bouncing off his calves to push himself back into the engagement of the quads. Parallel is far enough. Also, another part of the squat that people tend not to use, and this normally will help develop around the knees, the quadriceps around the knees, and that's quarter squats. Every portion of the squat is important. It engages certain parts to a greater degree than other parts of the squat. And when you begin to use the squat in that manner, it will make it easier for you to develop the legs that you want. And at the same time, it would also help prevent you from having those lagging body parts as far as your legs are concerned. Now, what makes this work is not going too heavy when it comes down to squats. You want to keep your rep range, as high as you can. Like I said, I always try to get 10 to 12. If you can get 10 to 12, you can get enough blood into the muscle to actually cause that muscle to grow a lot more easier than when you're trying to do heavier and heavier weights. If you can't do 10 to 12 reps of a certain weight, it's too heavy. And you're not really exercising the muscle, you exercise, again, the tendon. So all aspects of the squat is important. If you're having issues with your quads being developed around the knees, by all means, start doing a few quarter squats at the end of your squat routine and put a little bit more stress around the quads, around the knees. Just like I told you on that last video that I did about proportions, you have to really look at your body and be realistic about what you're looking at and intentionally work those areas to bring them up to make them look like they should, the way they should look. Now, if you are ego lifting and you're getting out of the 10 to 12 rep range, you're never going to develop what it is that you're trying to do. A natural person's steroid is moderate weight, a weight that they can handle, a weight that will allow them to pump as much blood into the muscle as possible. It's just that simple. It's not a rocket science type thing. Now, if you can always go into the gym and lift realistically and not ego lift with a weight that you can handle to actually work the muscle, to make sure your mind and muscle connection is there, to make sure whatever portion of a muscle you're trying to bring up, make sure that you're getting sore in that part of that muscle. If not, that's the wrong exercise for what you're trying to do. There are a tremendous amount of exercises for all your body parts. All of them are not going to suit you because it's not going to get that area that you're trying to get. So you have to switch and find something that will work. You just can't go off somebody else's routine. You have to stop being lazy and actually test these different exercises out. See if they are activating the muscles where you want them to activate. And if they're not, leave that exercise alone. Even if it's a squat, leave it alone. Go to the leg press. You just got to always make sure that your mind and muscle connection is there, and to make sure you're pumping as much blood into the muscle as possible, being a natural person. And at the same time, again, if you are going over 10 sets per body part, then you are drastically headed toward the realm of overtraining. And overtraining is a reality. Anyway, that's what I thought I'd talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.